to my channel. Today we're doing another dun dun anime review, and today we're doing an anime review on Stein. Basically, think of Stein as a anime version of Back to the Future, except just a little bit differently. And by a little bit, I mean a little bit. Imagine a group of friends from both sides here creating a time machine to send out messages to each other, but there is a setback. With them sending messages from the past to the present, it causes a ripple in the time zones, and these lead to a lot of domino effects to happen that are, how should I say, not good. It causes a lot of well, how to say it in a nice way, cataclysms, and it lets some things start to backfire, and then, well, strings of mysteries begin to happen, and nothing ever good comes from messing with time. But in the case of this anime, they throw that logic all out the windows. This basically has like 25 episodes, 24-ish. It's like thriller and sci-fi. There's a lot of suspense in it. And I will say, when I first watched this anime, I wasn't expected to fall in for a trap, but I did. And I was kind of shocked that I fell for this trap. But, everyone falls for a trap every now and then. But, it was my fault, guys. Who I thought was a girl is a girl, but if you don't talk about, I'm just gonna leave it there because I'm not spoiling anything. But yeah, back to Stein. It was a very interesting sci-fi anime. When I was doing research on it, it was visually based on a science fiction novel, which was pretty interesting. Everyone loves sci-fi here and there, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Went from a sci-fi novel to a video game, now to an anime, and also has a manga. So it went through a lot of process to become what it is known today. I think overall, as it turned out, like anime-wise, it turned out pretty well, especially when you have all these interesting characters and all the different backstories. I mean, you have a wide range of casts, basically, and it seems how each of these time loops or time warps as they take in this anime seems to turn out pretty well. There are a lot of alternate endings which you have to play really close attention to, because if you don't, it kind of can get a little bit confusing if you don't follow it all the way. But that comes with any anime, especially when you deal with like time warp and history. You tend to get lost if you're not slowly focusing on the main concept of this series. But what anime is not like that without a few complications thrown into the wrenches? But it's a lot of interesting characteristics when you think about time anime, that like it being a thriller and also a supernatural. There is a bit of crime in here, not a lot, but there is a lot. But there's a lot to process. I had at least watched this anime at least 2 of the different times before I truly, really understood what was actually going on, and also that was happening with all these bizarre experiments and the results they were getting, all these different routes. It was very unusual, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. I thought the characters were all interesting from both sides. I thought the way they rounded it out was very interesting, and overall the art was amazing. The voice actors did a phenomenal job. Overall, I think it was very interesting how they sought this out through like 24 episodes at least. And you think, you're doing time travel, the main goal is try to set everything right and prevent everything from happening in the first place. But you can't always get what you want when you time travel. It's by human nature. There are about to be some consequences when we try to play God, try to solve things in our own hand, which never seems to be the case. But this is why we should never try to deal with time in the first place. It can be a messy, complicated process. So, it kind of reminds you, you mess with time, there's bound to be some consequence of something happening that you ripple the altering effects, and when you try to reverse that, more stuff seems to be happening. But so the anime seems to do a pretty good job doing it. There are 3 seasons, there are OVAs to it, but you have to think you have to go from 0 then to the other ones first to get everything in chronological order for everything to make sense. But overall, it was a good Thai anime that I thought was really handled very well with all these supporting characters and side casts. They developed them equally well and thoroughly important, which I appreciatedly love. Also, the ending was not what I was expecting. I kind of felt bad for some of these characters, which I'm not saying who in particular. So that y'all watch the anime and I'm not gonna spoil it for you and see what yourself by what I mean by that. But overall, they did a good job. I think they didn't go like the whole route that I thought they were going to. Like, I kind of remember the movie The Back to the Future, the route that they went to, but they totally turned it on its head, and it was kind of interesting twist on it, which I really liked. Comment down below if you thought any of these characters in this podcast were very interesting, because I certainly did. They were, especially this one right here. She's very interesting, but that's a whole other story within itself. And hold on. Case they're not ready to delve into, but comment down below if you watched Stein, and what did you thought about the ending of the series if you have seen it, but don't spoil it for anybody else. Or let me know who's your favorite character from Stein, and let me know, would you ever create a time machine to send a message to your friend or change how something happened in your life? And also, what do you think the precautions of your consequences would be if you had messed with time per se, as they have tried and did? But other than that, I hope you enjoyed my review on Stein. I'll see you next time for another anime review. Hope everyone's having an awesome spring break. Until then, see you soon. Bye.